नहीं हुआ ना. Hello guys, welcome back to another video with Pratham Test Prep. This is your host Sanjeev Bhatia back again. I can see there is some technical error that we are facing right now because of the internet. Okay, so let me check it for you guys. I guess it is working fine now. So that is great. Okay, so hello everyone. Good afternoon. I hope you are all doing great. So today we have met again for your legal maxim and some legal terms, which will be important for your CLAT 2022 and AILET 2022 or any other CLAT and AILET that you're writing. It can be in 2023, 2024 or above and beyond, right? So these legal maxims are something that you have to realize is going to be really important for your comprehension based passages, and also as there are straight questions that are put up in the AILET examinations regarding legal maxims very regularly. Okay, so we have to understand that these kinds of questions can definitely pop up in your CLAT passages also, and they might ask you the answers and solutions for the same. Now, if you are not a part of the YouTube family, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and also hit on the bell icon so that you can get all the updates regarding our live session that goes on very regularly. Okay, so we have a Telegram channel also under the name of CLAT@Pratham. So if you are not yet a part of our Telegram channel, do subscribe to our Telegram channel or get all the free updates, right? So these free updates will help you to prepare your GK, legal aptitude, logical reasoning, mathematics, and your verbal ability, right? We post regular quizzes, videos, and the live sessions that keeps on happening regarding different colleges too. We keep you updated on that format, right? So do come and like follow our Telegram channel too. Now, starting with the legal maxims for the day, as you all know that these Latin maxims and legal maxims are like, if you read them on first go, you might not be able to learn it that greatly. So definitely go ahead and read it again and again, and you can keep writing it also till the time I'm explaining it if you want to, so that you can have a better learning of those legal maxims. If you don't want to, you can always like the video and keep it in your gallery, or you can save it in a playlist where you want to revise all these things, and you can definitely revise all of them. Okay, just give me a second guys. Okay, am I audible to everyone? Please comment, whoever is online right now. Am I clearly audible to you guys? Okay, okay, I hear you. There is a lag that you guys can see. Okay, okay. Give me a second to get back to you all on this matter. Right. I will try to resolve this. Okay, that's fine. Give me a second, guys. you guys now because my internet would have gone a little better than before. I hope it's getting better now. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so it's perfect now. So I guess we can start. Yes. Okay, so the legal maxims for the first legal maxim for the day is a fortiori. Okay, so what does that mean? From the stronger, right? So that's the meaning of a fortiori. Is this means that from the stronger, that means loosely, even more so, or even when even stronger reason often used to lead from a less certain proposition to a more evident corollary, right? So that means that if there is a less evident proposition that there is, that you can see, right, that there is a case that is going on. ठीक है, अब आपको दिख रहा है मर्डर का केस है, उसके अंदर बंदे के घर पे शर्ट मिली है, उसके उसमें खून भी है, his hair has been found on the body of the convict, a person who has died, and all these things. So that you have to see that there is a less proposition that this person might not have committed murder, but definitely more evident that the person has committed it. Okay, so these kinds of things can be seen in the maxim of A40. Okay, so now coming to the next maxim for the day, that is A possesses ad esse. That means from being able to being, right? From possibility to actuality, right? कि अगर होने से लेके जब सोचा था तब से हो गया जब तक, ठीक है? From possibility to actuality, or from being possible to being actually like done. Okay, so there are a lot of things, your aims, your life goals, you can see that A possess ad esse, right? That means from being able to being, right? So that's the meaning of the Latin maxim. Now the next one is A posteriori. That means from the latter, right? That means based on observation, that is empirical knowledge, the reverse of a priori, used in mathematics and logic to denote something that is known after a proof to be have carried out, right? Newton's law, right? These kinds of things that are taken from someone's name, logic that is being derived. So that is called a posteriori. Now in philosophy, used to denote something that can be known from empirical experience, right? Empirical experiences से जाना गई हुई चीजों के लिए भी ये term use किया जाता था, right? So you can definitely not find this term very regularly, but it is something interesting for you to know, and you can definitely learn it, which is called the from the latter, right? So there are more than 1500, 2000 legal terms or legal maxims that you can learn, but definitely these are some of them that can be regularly used also. So I would recommend all of you to read them. Now coming to the next one is antemortem. That means before death, right? As we have seen post-mortem, we can see antemortem also, that is before death. Now the next is apparatus curitis. That means critical apparatus, matlab koi critical weapon ya apparatus that is being used. Now textual notes, a list of other readings related to a document, especially in a scholar edition of a text. Okay, so that is what is being done also. Next is a bona fide official, that means good services. That is mean a nation's offer to mediate in disputes between two other nations, like US does for India and China, and India and Pakistan. Like they come and offer their dispute mediation services. That is called bona official, right? These are the Latin maxims that you can find and learn also. Next is Capri diem, that means seize the day. That is obviously we have seen this. This is being used as a normal maxim. Also, people say this term as Capri diem. That means seize the day. Now, caveat lector means let the reader be aware. Right now, when you are reading something, you have to be aware that about the accuracy of the text. Basically, if you're reading a book, you are aware that yes, ye galat likh raha hai ya sahi likh raha hai. You should be aware. Let the reader be aware. Okay, so when the writer does not vouch for the accuracy of text, probably a recent alteration of caveat emptor. Okay, so you can see that these kind of Latin terms can also be made and asked to you. Now, caveat utilitar, that means let the user be aware, right? Right, the buyer be aware, seller be aware. अब utilitar भी तो हो गया, अब user भी तो है, products खरीदे जा रहे हैं तो users भी आ रहे हैं. So let the user be aware. Now the user is responsible for checking that the good suits his needs or not. अगर आप ग्रास मूवर ले रहे हो, सोचो, और आपके घर में गार्डन ही नहीं है, ठीक है, फिर आप वो बोलो कि ये ग्रास मूवर ढंग से नहीं चलता, सो यू इट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल, आपको लगा कि वो सीमेंट मूव और साफ करने के लिए, राइट, बट इट वाज नॉट फॉर योर यूज. So you have to be aware about the use and check whether the goods suits your use or not, right? So that is something that is over on the user. ठीक है, चलिए. So the next term for the day is de lege lata. That means from the law passed or by the law in force, right? So crime, murder a crime है, why? Because from a law that is being passed, the IPC, Indian Penal Code, because it is the law in force. Now the next is de omnibus debetinum. That means be suspicious of everything, doubt everything. Okay, that was the Karl Marx favorite motto. He used this to explain his standpoint, critique everything in a capitalist economy, right? That's what was happening here, right? So it was this Karl Marx. If you have heard about Karl Marx, he's a famous philosopher also, and like written a lot of things that when you'll go to a law school, you'll read his theories in sociology of law, common law methods, sociology itself. There are a lot of things that you will read from Karl Marx in your law school also. So definitely you'll read his name now and then very regularly. Next is erratum, means error. That means or mistake. List of errors in a previous edition of work are often marked with the plural errata. That means errors. Okay. So अगर किसी भी बुक के अंदर या कोई भी एडिशन में आप देखते हो कि एरर्स लिखे हुए आते हैं, तो एक आगे पेज भी बना देते हैं उन एरर्स का. So that is called errata. That means errors. So this is the Latin terms that is used for errors or mistake. Coming to the next term for the day, that is ex hypothesis. That means from the hypothesis. अगर आपने कोई स्टडी कर रहे हो तो उसका एक hypothesis भी बनाया जाता है. So thus by the hypothesis this is called the ex hypothesis. ठीक है, जो भी चीज एक hypothetical situation आपने क्रिएट करके कोई केस स्टडी की है उसको hypothesis कहते हैं, right? So अब ex hypothesis is the term that is being used in the Latin maxim. That means from the hypothesis that can be drawn. So you can write ex hypothesis in that term. Now the next is ex lege. That means from the law, right? So anything that is coming from the law is called the ex lege. Okay. So next L libris. That means from the book. Okay, ये सब थोड़ी आपको funny terms भी लगेंगी, but that is how the Latin language works. So you can see L libris means from the books. Now precedes a person's name with the meaning or from the library of, right? If you're getting someone's name from the library of, okay. Coming to the next term for the day, that is ex post, from after or afterwards, after the event, based on knowledge of the past, measure of the past performance. Okay, if you are seeing anything from the past, is called ex posto. Now if you see ex post facto, that means from a thing done afterwards. तो अगर ex post facto laws भी होते हैं, आपको laws के अंदर मिलेगा retroactive laws जो पीछे जाके लगते हैं. ठीक है, अगर जैसे अभी आपने एक law पढ़ा होगा, that is basically regarding the Hindu Succession Act, right, where the daughters were being given reserving their land and the part of their property in their father's property, that they will be an equal share in their father's property, right? So that was a law that was come up very, very recently. So that is an ex post facto law, right? Ki from the thing done afterwards, right? Set for laws with retroactive effect. ठीक है, जिन laws का retroactive effect है, मतलब जो पीछे जाके भी लग जाएंगे, राइट? सो अगर जैसे आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूं कि अगर आज एक लॉ आया, राइट, कि अगर आप किसी को मोर देन 20 फोन कॉल्स, फेक फोन कॉल्स करते हो, सो यू आर लाइबल विद द पनिशमेंट ऑफ 50,000. ठीक है, बट आपने अभी कल किसी को 20 से ज्यादा बार फेक कॉल किए, ठीक है, तो आपको कल आपने ये जो चीज की, इसके हिसाब से आपको पनिशमेंट नहीं मिलेगा। ये जो लॉ है वो रेट्रोएक्टिव इफेक्ट नहीं होगा इसका, ठीक है, कि पीछे जाके नहीं लगाया जाएगा ताकि आपको पनिशमेंट ना मिले, राइट? दैट इज वन बेसिक थिंग। ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट थिंग दैट कम्स अप इज दैट अब रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव लॉज होते किससे, कौन से हैं, कि कैसे लॉज को रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव इफेक्ट दिया जाता है। सो द लॉज दैट हैव अ बेनिफिशियरी इन नेचर, राइट, व्हिच आर बेनिफिशियरी इन नेचर और गोना बेनिफिट द पीपल of the country, then definitely these kind of laws are retrospective in nature. तो अब आपने देखा हिंदू सक्सेशन एक्ट में women के beneficial के लिए था वो laws, that is why it was called a retroactive effect and it was given a retroactive effect कि अगर आपके father after 2000 भी die हुए हैं तो आपको अपनी प्रॉपर्टी के अंदर शेयर मिलेगा, या जब भी मरे थे तब से अब मिलेगा शेयर, चाहे कब भी मरे हो, इससे पहले लॉ के आने से पहले भी मरे हो तब भी आपको मिलेगा, ठीक है। सो ऐसे इन चीजों को कहते हैं रेट्रोएक्टिव इफेक्ट। Coming to next is gravita virtus naturae, that means through God's mercy and nature, that is simple. Next is hec nec nunc, that means here and now. Ibidem means in the same place, right? It is usually used in bibliographic citations to refer the last source of reference. अगर आप research papers पढ़ेंगे तो उनके अंदर 1 2 3 कई बार लेटर्स के ऊपर लिखा होता है। इवन ऑन विकिपीडिया यू विल फाइंड दिस काइंड ऑफ मार्किंग्स। सो ये क्या होता है कि इनका बताया जाता है कि ये वर्ड्स या ये इंफॉर्मेशन का सोर्स कहाँ से लिया गया है, राइट? सो इबिडम इज इन द सेम प्लेस, सो इट इज यूज्ड फॉर बिब्लियोग्राफिक साइटेशंस और टू रेफर द लास्ट सोर्स from where it is previously referred. Okay, so this is the kind of terms that you will find in Latin language. Now next is idiom quot, that means the same as, not to be confused with an intelligent question. That is a very generic term that you will find. In act to means in act, right? अगर आप कोई act के अंदर involved हैं और आप पकड़े जाते हैं उनके in very act, जब आप कर रहे हैं वो act तभी आप पकड़े जाते हैं। कोई murder कर रहा है, hit and run करने के बाद जैसे ही आप निकले वहां से आप पकड़े गए, right? So you were in the act, right? So in the very act or in reality. Now in locus parentis, that means in the place of a parent, a legal term meaning assuming parental or custodial responsibility and authority. So primary and secondary teachers are basically bound by law to act in loco parentis, right? They have to act as a local custodian, guardian, whatever you want to say it. So they act in the form of in loco parentis, right? So this is the Latin maxim that is being used for that. Coming to the next term for the day, that is legal terms. Now there are some legal terms also that you have to take care of. So you understand these legal terms also. These might pop up in your comprehension based passages. Now these all have hidden meanings that you can see. There is a meaning of 2 to 3 lines for each legal term. So definitely you need to understand them before you answer any of these questions, right? So the first term is forbearance, right? An intentional delay in collection of a debt or demanding performance of a contract on a contract, usually for a specific period of time, right? अब जब आपने एक intentional delay किया है debt collect करने में या performance of contract करने में by a specific period of time, is called a forbearance. Intentional delay को कहा जाता है forbearance. Next is defraud. Now if you use deceit, अगर आप किसी को चीट करते हो, फॉल्सहुड यूज करते हो, ट्रिकरी करते हो मनी ऑब्टेन करने के लिए, और ऑब्जेक्ट और एनी ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट्स और एनीथिंग ऑफ वैल्यू बिलोंगिंग टू अदर, ठीक है? अगर आप किसी के राइट्स को डिफ्रॉड कर देते हो, आप उनको बेवकूफ बना के उनसे कुछ सामान ले लेते हो, मनी ले लेते हो, आप जैसे आपने देखा होगा लोग करते हैं, scam is basically defrauding someone, right? It's called that is the meaning of the term defraud. Now chattel, that means an item of personal property which is movable as distinguished from real property, right? Land and improvements, that means land और उसके अंदर जो आपने कंस्ट्रक्शन किया है, ठीक है? नाउ आपको पता होगा कि जो पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी होती है, जो मूवेबल होती है, तो इसके अंदर सब कुछ आ जाता है, राइट? कि आप देख लीजिए, आपका पर्सनल बिलोंगिंग्स भी आ जाते हैं. So these are the kind of things that you will find in the legal terms also hidden behind them. So you have to understand it's an item for personal property. Now quid pro quo, that means Latin for something to something. ठीक है, अगर किसी चीज के लिए किसी चीज, एक हाथ दो types, something for something is called quid pro quo. To identify what each other parties in agreement expects from each other is called mutual consideration. ठीक है, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अगर एक पार्टी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना जा रही है, राइट, सो दे शुड इवन हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द सेम आर्टिकल दैट दे वांट टू बाय. ओके, अब ऐसा नहीं हो सकता आप एक किसी आदमी के घर पे गए, उनके पास 2 सैंट्रो है, उन्होंने बोला सर मैं अपनी सैंट्रो बेचना चाहता हूँ. आपको लगा व्हाइट वाली सैंट्रो, वो बेचना चाहते थे रेड वाली सैंट्रो. ठीक है, अब उन्होंने बोला कि भाई सैंट्रो की प्राइस इज 3 लाख रुपए. आपने बोला डन. अब आपको रेड सैंट्रो की चाबी दे रहे, जबकि आपने सोचा कि आप व्हाइट सैंट्रो की बात कर रहे हो. So you have to understand that there has to be a mutual connect, mutual consideration, that the both parties should be aware what is the consideration that is involved in the contract. Then only it will be considered as a valid contract. ठीक है. Next is a guarantor, a person or entity that agrees to be responsible for another's debt or performance under a contract if the other pays to perform or anything happens to that person. ठीक है, बेसिकली जो गारंटी लेता है किसी इंसान की कि हाँ भाई ये पैसे देगा आपको, या ये 5,000 रुपए आपने किसी से लिए किसी और के नाम पे कि हाँ मैं उनको जानता हूँ इसलिए आप मेरे को पैसे दे दो, तो उन्होंने आपको पैसे दे दिए और आप पैसे नहीं दे पाए, तो वो जो इंसान के नाम पे आपने पैसे लिए तो उसको पैसे भरने पड़ेंगे. सो बेसिकली ही विल बी द गारंटर and he is taking the guarantee of your performance that you will be able to pay the debt back. Right, so this is the kind of thing that comes up in these legal terms very frequently. ऐसे terms आपको बहुत बार मिलेंगे. Indemnifier भी होता है एक, ठीक है, indemnity clauses होते हैं. So आप indemnity के बारे में पढ़े, so I will give you one of this task, so go and read about indemnity. ठीक है, guarantor guarantee देता है, indemnity क्या करता है, ठीक है, अब आप वो देखिए. ठीक है, so go and read about indemnity and read about the indemnity clause. It's very important. You'll go to the law school with a lot of information about these things. It will help you a lot. Now incidental beneficiary. अब incidental beneficiary कौन होता है? जिसको benefit सिर्फ इसलिए मिला because of the main purpose of trust, right? अब माइनर्स ज्यादातर होते हैं जो इंसिडेंटल बेनिफिशियरी बनते हैं, राइट, बिकॉज माइनर्स हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग दैट दे बिकम इंसिडेंटल बेनिफिशियरी बिकॉज वो सिर्फ एक बेनिफिशियरी पोस्ट में भी प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं. दे कैन नॉट बी इन एन एक्टिंग पोजिशन, सो दे आर इन द पोजिशन ऑफ अ बेनिफिशियरी ऑलवेज. So minors are considered as incidental beneficiary, someone who obtain benefits as the result of the main purpose of the trust, right? Coming to the next one is called temporary injunction. Now a court order prohibiting an action by a party to a lawsuit until there has been a trial or another court action. ठीक है जी, स्टे हो गया. इंजंक्शन दे देता है जब कोर्ट की हाँ भाई कोई बिल्डिंग बन रही है उसमें लीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है, आपको 10 फीट का डिस्टेंस छोड़ना होता है गेट और कंस्ट्रक्शन के बीच में, वो इंसान ने नहीं छोड़ा है बट पड़ोसी ने कंप्लेन कर दिया, तो उसको उस पे एक प्रोहिबिशन मिल जाएगा कि ये चीज जब तक आप नहीं कर सकते. इंजंक्शन प्रोहिबिटिंग एन एक्शन बाय अ पार्टी टू अ लॉसूट वेयर देयर हैज बीन अ ट्रायल और अदर कोर्ट एक्शन. ठीक है जी, सो ये होता है इंजंक्शन. नाउ सिग्नेचर मींस अ लैटिन फॉर हैविंग नॉलेज. ठीक है, जब आपको पता है, अगर आप सोचो कि आप किसी इंसान को मारने जा रहे हो, ठीक है, अब आपको पता है कि उस बंदे को ही हैज अ लिवर इंजरी. ठीक है, अगर आप उसके लिवर पे या मतलब आप उसकी किडनी के साइड पे एक आप अगर ब्लो मारोगे, सो ही विल डाई. So you have the knowledge and you still go and give him a blow there and he dies. So you had the knowledge. So it called this a signator. That means that you had the knowledge. In a criminal law, it refers to the knowledge by a defendant that his or her acts were illegal or his or her statement was lies and thus fraudulent. So that is where the term is being used. So it is a great knowledge based things that you have to understand, because these will help you a lot when you are reading a lot of things in the newspaper. Also you'll find terms. Temporary injunction तो आपको law की news के अंदर भी मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. Now the next is easement. that is the right to use the real property of another for a specific purpose. ठीक है, जब आप एक प्रॉपर्टी यूज कर रहे हो किसी और की फॉर अ स्पेसिफिक पर्पस, इट्स कॉल्ड ईजमेंट. अब आप इसके बारे में पढ़ोगे ईजमेंट राइट्स क्या होते हैं. ठीक है, तो ईजमेंट राइट्स के बारे में आप पढ़ें, ये आपका एक और होमवर्क है. सो आप इंडेमनिटी के बारे में पढ़ें, आप ईजमेंट के बारे में करें, and do comment on this video down. What did you understand by the term indemnity, indemnity clause and easement rights? ठीक है, go and read about them. These are very interesting topics. You will come back and you will be definitely amazed to read what kind of things happen because of indemnity clauses और easement rights की वजह से क्या क्या होता है. Read something interesting about it. Okay, so that is all for today, guys. I hope you were able to get some of the legal maxims. If you haven't seen the video from the beginning, do go and read the video from beginning. I make sure that I put the content on the screen for you guys, because sometimes you just need the content. You don't need to learn it. You don't want to hear my voice, and you just need the content. So you get the content very, very readily available. You can just take out a screenshot. Even if you want, you can print out those and you can keep on reading, right? So that's it from my side, guys. I hope you were able to understand something and you will be able to take it ahead in your CLAT and AILET examination. So do take care of yourself. I hope all of you are washing your hands regularly, using your masks and hand sanitizers, and also maintaining the social distancing. If you are above the age of 18 years, please, please, please do get yourself vaccinated, because that is something that is really important. If you are looking for any tips, tricks, or if you are looking to get yourself enrolled with our institution, you can definitely give us a call on 5 times 9 75392. So that is it. And take care of yourself, stay safe, stay smiling, and definitely keep preparing for your CLAT and AILET preparations. So see you all on Friday again with another video. I will try, if I am available on Friday, to make a video for you guys, which will be very interesting. So do join us on Friday again. So see you guys. Bye-bye. Take care and keep preparing.